Hello, everyone. Specifically, Days. Hello, Days. Congratulations on being second. Can my co-host speak so I can confirm that they can indeed speak?
Blah,
I was first, lol.
blah.
Yeah. Okay. Audio's good. Let's go. Woo, it's all functioning. I'm a
No,
streamer.
no scuffy streaming.
Uh, just immediately go over to this. Oh, I forgot to take off the puppy ears. No. There we go. The puppy ears are gone. I wonder what tricks used for reference of those puppy ears. Maybe I shouldn't know. Blur. Yeah. My first partnership, and it's with Nintendo of all things. The worst Pokemon ever created. Ah, I love me some slimy trash. Yeah. So yeah, obviously you have seen this, This is the murder of the Steel Ninja guy? Yep. It is indeed. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Angard was... No, Angard wasn't murdered. The other guy was murdered. The ninja guy was murdered. Yeah. Oh yeah, Juan Corrida. The one Opec can say. No. Was murdered. We are defending Mr. Angard and currently interviewing the worst character in the series. Yeah, sure. Angard, Angard! Oh my god. Yes, now I remember. A nickel samurai. That's right. It was a nickel samurai I saw. I could hear Crab and Ian, but now I cannot. Only Bell and music. What? There's no way. Why did the... Oh, but for some reason Discord audio disappeared from my... Oh. Wait, this... Oh my fucking god. It's that specific issue again. No, it's you are in the wrong channel in your fucking Discord server. Pause to register. Now it should pick up, I think. No, it still doesn't pick up. What the fuck? Yep, I'm aware. I'm aware. Now I'm in the right window. Let's see if... Hello, Nonaris. We are experiencing technical difficulties again. Well, it's simple. We just set it up one more time. Because that worked last time. I don't think that worked, actually. Let's see. Where the fuck did the delete button go? Oh, it's over here. No, I'm at. Delete the Discord audio. Make a new one. Just call it this, because I have no idea why it worked in the other window, by the way, and not in this one. Not this one. There we go. Now, hopefully, we should have Discord audio. Why do we not have Discord audio? What is wrong? What is wrong? This makes no sense. Is it this thing? Okay, try speaking now. I don't think that picked up, no. Yeah, they are in limbo. We are. Ay. Why? Why does this thing just not work all of a sudden? Thank you. That was probably loud enough to go through my mic as well. Oh, it is not chat that's breaking, Lunaris. It is my audio splitter. Yeah, that works at least. Otherwise, find window of the same executable. Hopefully that works. I'd like someone to speak to see if I can confirm that. Nope. Does not. What was the fucking solution for this? It was a temporary solution. Okay. So we do... Also help with audio, but was joining, so maybe re-inputting the audio comments. Fair. Yeah, they've always only been voices in my head. What did I do in the fucking how's it set up in this screen? Let's just go to the fucking starting soon screen. Can you speak now?
Wait.
Yeah, see, it's working just fine here. Now you can hear them. They're not just voices in my head. And now you can't. So what we're going to do is we're gonna... Yeah, that was because I was in the starting screen. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna import that one that works for God knows what reason into into this scene.
Just stream the starting screen.
And there you go. Now it works. How is this set up?
I feel like it's just gonna break everywhere.
We can look at the best art on this channel, the starting screen.
I don't know why this one works. This one is set to capture Discord, but my DMs with tricks. Somehow that works. I don't know. I am not currently tapped into those. This makes no fucking sense. But everyone is we can hear everyone now.
And we were silent.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait.
Meh. Okay, anyway, that put us a bit off course, but we have...
This stream has
Okay.
never gone off course before, that's a rabbit.
No. We definitely
like
haven't spent the first 10 minutes of this stream going completely off course and saying 2 lines.
I totally jinxed it as well because I said, oh, no scuffed stream as soon as he loaded into the game
Yeah.
on the stream. Just completely gone.
People use this software to make money, you know? How on earth? I don't know. I'm not making money. Are you?
I mean, not to you guys.
Oh, okay. Yes, a side hustle.
No, other people.
Anyway,
You'll never find my OnlyFans.
I should go look for it. The sexy
It's
crab.
It's crabs sending pincer pictures.
Did you also have Scuffle and Oris? Because, yeah, this is a scuff day. I can agree with that. Okay, I need to find my old back voice again. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder.
Can you give me that convenient again?
Convenient.
That was beautiful.
It's really bad. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So you must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. I knew it. I knew you said you would say he was inside that costume.
Literally every time.
What? Did you think it could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy. Think he's such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Oldbag is a lovely name. It's very fitting too. Young ones today. You know, I told you there's no way it was anyone else. Oh, how do you know that? Because I said so. And what I said is the truth. Bad little boy, I don't want that to come out of Oldbag.
My god.
You
Me
being
neither.
naughty.
Nope. Not from Oldbag. At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Great.
I paid a lot of attention to what she was saying. God, I remember, Nickel Samurai. Weenie for the web.
Why is she saying convenient?
Because he's going to the next thing after this, so it would make sense for him to have it on and everything.
Yes? Oh, yeah.
Do we have like evidence that he wasn't wearing a costume? No, we have evidence that.
Where was the button stuck? Like where was that found?
In the pocket of Angard's costume, yeah.
Okay, in the costume.
She got caught. I believe she got caught in the lie that he had the fucking biker jacket on. Yeah. Oh yes, let's press on this one. Would you please get on with your testimony?
She did, and we ignored it.
What's your language, human? What sort of toad is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be. My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
Oh god.
What? A striking figure by the sea, standing all alone is he. He's the Nickel Samurai. He's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears.
We did Oldbag song cover stream.
Can you please do something about this record?
Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you Wow.
Here, I'll dangle these keys if you behave.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
You need to ruin.
Yup. What the fuck?
Okay! You promise, right?
Right, I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date.
Okay, sure. Remind me
Fucking
to send your thank you note later to
Oh, you'll
Benchmark
happily
also.
pay for that.
Yeah. The Nickel Samurai. That's right, it was Nickel Samurai song. Okay, sure. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not. Not too long ago. Then let me tell you this. When you were an itty bitty, what was your grand dream? Huh? What did you want to be when you grew up, Whippersnapper? My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be a Judge Wagner, hero of a public court. So what? See,
A reference? What was that?
you look at where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you? Well, what I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? But now is everything. I can't be held responsible for my past. Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies?
It's always been like that.
It's always been like that. Edgeworth is the best? Yeah, Edgeworth is the best. All that matters, man, was inside the costume. Isn't that enough? Oh, I got an achievement for that.
Why?
I don't know. It just says press Oldbag for on that testimony, on that one specifically.
I'm guessing it has a weird name on the achievement or something.
Yep.
I'm guessing the Judge Wagner thing is a reference. I don't even know.
Yeah, probably. And why would that be? That way, no one could see his face, of course. But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out way over more. You are such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything I say.
I wonder why.
Yes.
Isn't that what you're always doing to me? Time to consult Google? Please do. I have no idea what it is. I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. Yeah. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show? Well, all the contestants were supposed to be on stage in a friendly gesture thing. And that including the German ninja. Of course it included him. That's why when the guard came out of the Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought. I see. Well, anyway. Okay. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai? As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning? Can I throw in the towel yet?
Oh, I forgot you.
Yeah, she says so.
You don't need to think too hard on this one.
Don't. Huh?
There's a contradiction in her testimony and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is what that contradiction means for us.
Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay.
Is it the last one?
I think it's the last one.
Because she says he must have worn the costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
Is there no blood on the costume?
We don't know.
Oh, he didn't get stabbed. He didn't get stabbed. Fucking autopsy report. Strangled with a scarf and stabbed with a knife. So
yeah, after he was already dead. Like so.
So it could be a reference to a US TV show called The People's Court. The first season was presided over by Los Angeles Court Superior Judge Joseph Wagner. It probably was because he said that he wanted to be the people's preside over the People's Court. So yeah, there you go. That is absolutely what that's a reference to.
No.
Weird.
I will forget this in 2 hours.
Yep. I think it's this one. Nope.
Oh my god. Is it the knife again? You must have worn
Maybe.
it.
Seems similar to Judge Judy from what I'm reading. So like predecessors to Judge Judy. That makes sense. Is there something else it could be? Has fingerprints.
I don't remember what the evidence is. Do we have any info on the costume? Like, does it have blood on it?
We don't, I think. The map. That's a photo of a Nickel Samurai. This is.
Which one is the Nickel Samurai? Engar or?
That's the victim.
Okay.
Real-time research, yeah, indeed. Maybe it is the knife?
Yeah,
knife.
Does the costume have gloves?
I don't know, but it is a knife apparently. Please take a look at this. Yes, it's a knife. Big deal. You're trying to scare me like that. I'll have you know it won't work. No, that's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used for the murder, correct? Your Honor, you know why this piece of evidence is important in this case. I have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
That is exactly what I'm driving at. What are you driving at? And whose car are you driving?
Oh my god.
If Mr. Angard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been on this knife. Well, there you go, Crab.
I mean, it still doesn't prove anything because he was eating with the knife.
Yeah.
And I doubt he was eating in the costume.
Yep. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints off and not... Well, and that's for...
Yeah, but there's no guarantee of that either.
Which is absolutely true, yeah. That's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing.
For what
Why
reason?
would he? And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints of the murder weapon? There's no way he would do something like that. Oh, it's a newspaper. I was like, what is going on in that emote? The newspaper. Nice.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility.
Oh,
It's
they're
very
gonna kiss
simple.
any moment.
Yeah.
The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as a Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
And if he was going for that reason, why did he take a knife with him?
We appreciate your willingness to Google, Lunaris. Thank you for your service.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Then why would he come visit? Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? Let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his theory?
He took a knife with him.
Yeah, why would he take a knife with him? His theory contradicts something earlier in his testimony.
What are you babbling about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's say, suppose Mr. Angard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's a possible killer took a gun to the victim's room without intent.
Anything else potentially?
I don't think so.
I think it's just a knife again.
Just
Yeah.
feels too easy. I feel like it's debating.
It is. This knife, this was used by Mr. Angard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kreider.
I suppose.
However, you just said yourself. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from this supposition 1. Okay, yeah, go. And there's one more thing. If the murderer was wearing a costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees in a hive.
Saying the glove would have wiped off fingerprints, is that how that works?
Yep. I don't think that works that way, but...
Yeah, I get what he's saying at the release. I remember the knife specifically. His fingerprints aren't just on the handle, they're literally everywhere on the knife. That was the weird thing. They're all over the knife. That's the thing that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You
That
just
part-
happen to hold it every other direction.
Yeah. At that point, it would probably smudge some prints, right?
Yeah.
And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Order! Order! I say, order in the court. Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? Huh? The frame,
He
obviously.
he literally just said it. Dude.
It's to frame my client, Mr. Angard, of course. To frame?
They were checking if you're paying attention, I guess.
Yeah.
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
We established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. I'll have a Big Mac and some boba, please? Yeah, come on in. I don't know if you can get boba and a Big Mac at the same place, but you can certainly try.
Witness.
No, crap, not that one.
What?
You can't get that one at the same place. Well, you can actually, technically, you can probably get that one at the same place. But you'll still have to go elsewhere for the boba. Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Machipo? But this, did you or did you not see the Nickel Samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Angard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV? But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of the doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure. She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai. Alright then. Who were you waiting for then? Huh. That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
What about Corvus Law?
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Carita. Am I correct, witness? Oldback needs to touch some grass? Yes, absolutely. Why, you think? You're a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? So Oldback was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting for a glimpse of Mr. Carita.
Maybe Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was waiting for that around for that person.
If that's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Oldback, you're waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? Oh, we're probably gonna start exposing.
Oh yeah, because of the gossip thing. She probably wanted to know.
Yeah. What's this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Angard's manager. Why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
I love that Mia said Oldback rather than the surname. She said it in 2 words. Really? I did not pay attention to that. That's funny as fuck. Ye Oldback. Oh, I see. He just seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing. This manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's...
Adrian Andrews, without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Oh, it's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then. Witness? What in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I got some information. A very secret information from a certain source. Well, that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
It's a secret.
What for? Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this, however I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about the secret information. Get ready. This is going to take the wind out of you young ones. I'm sure you're capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old.
Well, we are, fortunately.
Yep. That Angard one is evil. He's one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor one by his causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with one. Cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know, okay? You, me, the entirety of the court, everyone watching this trial.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what?
The defendant sent his manager with the disgraceful topic for this court. What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there saying? The truth is never pleasant. Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter, and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip.
But should this be true? And this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful, the old bag seems rather excited right now. Whoa.
The old bag.
Lunaris, the reason that characters don't facepalm at every word is that this is the same court that has housed a clown in full costume, a parrot as a witness, a man pretending to have brain damage, and Oldback once more before this.
And if they'd have to draw a facepalm sprite for every time there's something facepalm worthy. They'd have to redraw every sprite.
Yep. There's too much for facepalm. No excitement for old pack, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to accept and fall back.
That's right. Angard's nothing but an average foul-blooded youth. Well, as the old saying goes, gotta burn old packs with fire.
What's that
Oh,
old saying? I
what?
approve, but what is that old saying?
No, I agree with Clown and Parrot are both way less painful than this. But they were still there.
Nah, Pirate wasn't painful. It would have been if it was there longer. I think it was an appropriate amount of time on there.
Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone.
Wow.
Okay.
Another reference.
Alright. What is the evidence we actually have here? So we can expose her medical papers
I don't think that's gonna be it yet.
and her attempted suicide. That's the only evidence we have regarding her.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's not yet, especially with old back.
How do you feel about attorney's badge?
That could crack it open, yeah. Song reference there too? Yep. There's a couple of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of references in the second game I've noticed. Something which,
A scandal? What do you mean by that? You're such a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days? No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much. Well, but Angard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity. Okay, sure. Turn his best to start the fire, yeah. I think that is the one we have to deal with. You don't have any proof that Mr. Angard did any such thing. You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since there's so much shock, you can't do anything, right? You're right, I can't do anything. But boy, do I wish I could do something about you. Alright then, Sonny. Show me what you got. Can you show me proof that Angard didn't bear any ill will towards one? Didn't bear any ill will.
I feel like
Do we have
don't.
that? That's Andrew's. Well, that's Karida's fingerprints.
Pretty sure there shouldn't be any unless we stretch some things.
Yeah, I don't think so
I
either.
don't think there's anything. What is the paper thing?
That's our
just a-
press conference.
Confess something. That's the other thing. The confessing thing is weird, but I don't think it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go to the note actually.
Sorry?
Go to the note actually. No, like the one we were just discussing, the serum. There's number 16.
Seems like the Naval Summary.
Nah.
I don't think that's it either, no.
Nah.
Which is baiting. What about the camera? Is there just a lot of stuff for now? Is there nothing in that?
Just stolen.
Yeah.
Stolen on the night where the tabloid article about the victim was in the case.
Yeah, that's what's happening also about.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything for this. I think we have to press on stuff.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, you press on something and then you get something or it's a
Yeah.
statement or something?
Yeah, that's
Probably,
not
yeah.
thinking because
I don't have anything to offer. See, just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You've got just given me a free pass to say whatever I want. Silly boy. Me and my big mouth. That's the way the cookie crumbles. For you, anyway. No, so 30 tricks, I took action. What do you mean by that? So, what do you mean by I took action? Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you young ones need.
How are you gonna capture her?
We were going to teach her a good
why
lesson.
did she not say this before? She saw her come out?
Yeah. I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this. No, stop! Well, it was too bad that woman didn't come out through the door that night.
Oh.
I just want to press this for fun. Wait. What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over. Secret information, but no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information? Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole in my brain, you'll never find out.
She stole the camera, didn't she?
How in the world did that old bat get a secret piece of information?
Oh my god. Yeah, and it wasn't the fucking casing.
She stole the camera.
She stole the fucking
Yeah.
camera.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if you need to present yet. It might be. We might be realizing this ahead of time.
I think we
Press
need to press that one.
further.
If you don't be a...
If you don't be a good girl and tell me where you got the secret information, I might have to punish you. You wouldn't want that, would you?
No, please. No. She does not have a brain, no. If you don't be a good girl and tell me where you got the secret information, you won't get to go home today.
And no gum for you.
Oh my fucking god. Edgipo, what are you doing? Help me!
What do I have to do with this?
Yes, Stace, help. Just do this for me. You'll get your reward.
You. I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice.
Oh, he wants the reward.
The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. It's even possible that it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head.
My evidence is that I made it the fuck up.
Paste.
Yeah,
Paste.
based. And he lectures me on reckless blabbering. As long as they don't know where this information came from, it is quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning. Where did Outback get her inside information? There has to be something I can use to figure it out. Sounds like just another bit of gossip, doesn't it?
You can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad either way.
Oh, I thought that earlier one was a Mia line. Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say I was speaking.
well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now.
There has to be something like a catch her on.
Yeah, when I find it, I'm going to press the heck out of it. Oh my gosh. I love that we actually have to press the stupid statement at the end, but doesn't matter. But it's obviously just being silly. It is literally the camera. So the evidence is that because the article is where she found it from, and the article was inside the camera.
Lotta about to jump out of the fucking
Yeah.
fucking.
So no one else is
If-
supposed...
If you're lucky, they'll kill each other.
Yeah. So no one else is supposed to know the secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldback? Why are you looking at me like that? Stop it! Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire secret info, isn't it? Investigative photographer, Lotta Hart.
I like how investigative photographer was in quotes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I remember that mischievous girl. Oh, yes. She's been a naughty girl. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. Not even the slightest. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported on such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews. What? Outrageous ideas, you say? No. I said impressions. Oh my fucking god. Man!
Note.
Thank you for the note. Well, gotta do what I gotta do.
BRB 1 second.
Yeah.
Wait, no, me alone?
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
Alright,
And I can actually hear you, so.
okay. How's everyone's day been? You guys entertain yourselves.
Wow, well done, Crab.
Eh, I ain't the streamer, I'm the guest.
What?
And I gave them a topic.
4, 5, 6, 7, Fine. I'm a little out of shape on these ones, but we're managing.
No, that's my topic. It's just emotes by days.
It's just emotes, yeah.
Good
What is it?
emotes.
He ate popcorn and then flopped over.
The flop over is you doing push-ups.
True.
Well, not push-ups, but...
Reverse that and it's me doing sit-ups. Can I give up a head pass, Lunaris? I need to stretch a little more. Alright. Then everything written on this paper is completely meaningless. Ah, that's it. That's the note. Oh, you see, this is something completely different. This is my secret list of groceries to buy.
What the fuck?
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note. I'm a huge fan of Juan, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with an evil Ungard. She said so herself. Ungard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly dog. I was only checking what she had written. And you fool, you believe me, don't you? Shrimp mold old bag. I was only trying to help you like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. Never taken anything else before. Do dogs smile? That's a good question. I had no idea.
Mr. Google knows.
Yeah,
Really
Mr. Go-
You really should come out to supply of cheeks to match your vintage wine.
They do, and it's hecking adorable.
Fantastic. It also sounds like the kind of question that someone, like some kind of a scientist would get like mega obsessed by and spend like 5 years researching and do a 500-page thesis on. Like some random ass factoid. Anyway, that's the scientific community for you. Well, it was only a piece of paper. Suppose we can overlook it just this once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? No, absolutely not. Why would I ever forgive Oberg for anything?
Forgive her, she's just misunderstood.
That smile is worth a research paper, now I have to look it up.
Just put it somewhere on the screen for the stream.
If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to prosecution. Doc smiling. Oh my fucking god, that is adorable. That is the cutest shit ever. Sorry. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is that correct? Stole? But why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from a terrible lonely trash can, that's all.
Sweetie, what about the camera and the casing?
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it. Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again? Miss Oldback. I don't believe that the note was the only thing you stole that night. We're just pretending the camera again, right?
Yeah, we're just throwing it at her at this point. If you got the note, then you had to have gotten the camera.
Miss Oldback. That note was with the camera inside its case, wasn't it? Camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me. Witness? What is this, Gramps? If you have the note, then it's only logical that you would have a camera too. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Why would you admit to that? You would just go, no, someone must have thrown it in the trash and I got it from there. There you go, lie successful. Is this the
Yeah,
camera?
but why lie in the first place?
I don't know. Is this the camera you're looking for? That's... What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know? I still eat meals like you. If fall in love, and I borrow things from people. I think your definition of borrow is a little off. I saw that women's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebeck celebrity photographer extraordinaire. Oh, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures he'd taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things. Bailiff, check this camera's photo. Hurry. We must examine them at once.
So she just has it with her.
Yep.
Yep, share the camera.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
Please present it to the court.
Let's see.
Oh, well, there we go. This is the Nickel Samurai. See, I told you, that's the guy I saw. This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However,
I don't think it even proves when that picture could have been taken at any point.
Pretty much, yeah.
in his own confession, Mr. Angard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that is the case, this Nickel Samurai is...
The defendant.
He might not even be going to the room in that picture. Could be just
Yeah.
going to take a piss.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Red? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
No.
This photo really is decisive and we're done for. But if I raise an objective in here and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I mean, wouldn't you put it in jeopardy
you
anyway?
You put it in jeopardy by losing the trial. So.
Yeah. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took, there's something strange with it. There's something strange with this photo.
I knew this was coming right.
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo even with a bunker buster.
Debunk with a bunker buster?
Oh,
Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Red?
Kirby again, excuse me.
Okay.
Do I take over any characters?
We'll see. You can do some Edgeworth if he shows up. Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Owen, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange? This is him leaving, right?
I have no idea actually.
Because
Which
I'm pretty
side
sure
this
this is-
supposedly on.
Because the teddy bear, right?
I see.
The teddy bears are only outside one person's room, and it's the victims.
And
So
there's no
that-
blood on him.
Yeah, there's no blood on him. I don't know if that's what we want to point out.
Is it the pants again? Why are they on the folded?
I don't know about that. I think what's wrong with this is that he's walking away from the defendant's from the victim's room, and there's no blood on him.
There's a lot of things on this photo that I feel like could be pointed out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's just this. It's this person here, of course. I mean, the Nickel Samurai? And what is wrong with that? At the time of the murder, Mr. Angard was in his own room. Which means that the Nickel Samurai is...
If you think that's all it takes, you should reconsider your choice of occupation.
Is it was something short of... Huh? Is it was someone shorter? Oh, if it was someone shorter, the pants would be baggy. The pants would be baggier. Yeah, you're right. That's
That's
actually a
what I
good
mean.
upgrade.
So the pants were on the floor.
Yeah. Ugh.
I think it's about time you retired.
It looks like there was no problem with this photo after all.
When did you save?
The problem was with that brain of that lawyer, Your Honor.
Wait. The one who let your last shot fly away from you, Mr. Right?
When did you save?
That's enough. Of course, there's no reason to prolong the trial, nor is there any reason for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of facts. This court finds the defendant not on guard. Guilty. It's probably the fucking pantsman. Yeah, I saved fairly shortly before this. Entirely so. Yeah, I saved right here. Something strange with it. Let me scared. Alright, let's go for the pants then. Because I think this is strange too because he's walking the wrong way, but whatever. I'd like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankles, that'd be one thing. However, you can't. And? What does this mean? The costumed person in this photo could not have been Mr. Angard. What is the meaning of this?
I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is.
Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Oh, you're right, yeah. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hakama. Socks! You can see the socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his Hakama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant.
Do the profiles have heights?
Alright, I think I've turned
so.
things around myself this time. We can check. They do not.
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Medriff is unusually calm today.
That's true.
He's just letting the trial run itself, because he's only along for the ride.
Maybe he
Along
is.
for the ride? What do you mean by that?
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
Maybe he's not so personal about winning cases anymore. Maybe he's had character development.
Maybe. Maybe he's grown as a person. He doesn't feel under attack. Then I haven't damaged his case at all. Mr. Ashworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not on guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figured it would come to this.
What?
Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that this person inside this costume is not Matt Ungard. In that case, who is this a photo of?
Alright, he's not the killer. But then who is?
Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
Let's stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edger's attitude, don't you think?
Yeah, why is he so calm? Mr. White, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph?
Well,
It was Gumshoe all along.
But he's too tall.
Ah, fuck. It was Pearl all along.
Pearl wouldn't even feel the torso.
Yeah, it's probably Adrian Andrews.
Finger pointing.
Adrian Andrews? If he's calm, he's hotter. Also character development. But more handsome. Fair. If you want to know what the Nickel Samurai is, or who the Nickel Samurai is, it's none other than this woman.
And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her?
For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Miss Dangarde's room. Finally, she had dinner with Miss Dangarde that night. And how does that order that? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Miss Dangarde's fingerprints on it. A knife that was used as a mortal weapon.
I need to just say what is it that you want, right?
I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moved to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Order! It looks like the trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews.
What is subpoena?
It's when the court forces you to come in to testify or stand on the defense. It's like a court order to come in.
Okay.
What an interesting judicial system. Yeah. It's definitely very functional. And there's no problem with it whatsoever. A verdict cannot be passed without her hearing her testimony. Alright, this is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to the court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day.
Oh no.
One more day.
That's unbearable.
If we don't have a verdict today, then Maya.
Oh yeah, that.
No one. We shall see Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. Well, what am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. No one. Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony if she's not.
I abhor?
Yeah, that's
I'm wasting such a valuable time.
it means hate.
The more you know.
Now it's Belg's turn to ask a word later.
Yeah. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue due to unexpected development.
Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
Okay.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
What? What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She's the next witness.
Everything was planned out in advance by this man.
Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
He didn't plan anything, he's filling in for another prosecutor.
Yep.
Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we should take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. To be continued. Right now.
In the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I wish.
March 22nd, 2:14 p.m. District Court Defendants Lobby number 3.
Oh god. Dude, I can't believe that Adrian... No way, not cool and collected Adrian Andrews.
She's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used for dinner was, well, her.
So after the ceremony during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time.
See, she could also have easily planted a blood-covered button on your camera.
Because she was the one that came to wake me up. Then, dude, you're saying it really was her?
Yes, she's the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida.
But why? I thought she was buds with Juan.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about?
I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. You'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of the day.
Give me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze, okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
Okay, sure.
Phoenix. You think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right?
Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts as her life and reason to live. As a strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it.
Is Juan Corrida the victim of this murder?
He had like a straw in his mouth.
Yep. I don't know why, but he just has. And that's why I think Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. Or to get the suicide note back.
That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me.
What?
Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impacts.
It was Edgeworth.
You don't think he's still the one in command of the ship? Don't let your guard down yet.
I don't know if he's in command of that ship. I feel like the community is pretty in command of that ship.
Oh my god.
March 22nd, 2:25 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please.
The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Miss Hendrine Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room. What is her occupation? I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Miss Matt Angard.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes. Sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossipland. If a judge was ever a prosecution's witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim.
They should do one where the judge is a witness at some point. If they haven't already.
Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan, but this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So, it was a fry and bait matter? Or was it a bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing.
But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that.
The defense, let's read it.
I think there's someone who would beg to differ.
I think we all understand the relationship with the victim now, Mr. Andrews.
Very well then. Witness, please testify to the court. About what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place.
Better the judge should be a defendant, but then he doesn't get to talk at all. But that would be funny too. Like a murder in the courtroom and the gavel is the weapon of choice.
Oh my god. When I found the body.
It'd be a fun, like, opening trial.
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
The ordering vessel. poured yourself a glass of juice.
Yes, sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. And I disturbed this crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Mr. White, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix. She's one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match.
Yes, I know.
In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontation. You should disrupt her pacing.
This stopped her pacing.
She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. Since you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand?
So basically they're saying press everything. And press it hard. I think it has to do with glass of juice, but let's go with this. Juice.
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
Huh?
There were no lip marks left on the wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down, without drinking it.
Doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in testimony just now. Why would you do that? You saw the body, then you poured yourself a glass of tomato juice, and immediately set it down on the corner and forgot about it. Huh?
Something's weird, yeah. I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. The only way to make her is to...
Keep offensive and not let up.
The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong, decisive evidence.
To find something, I just have to, for Maya's sake.
Yeah, it's gonna be a presser on literally the whole
Yeah.
thing.
And what was Mr. Angard doing at the time?
He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony.
This also doesn't add up because of the picture with the costume on. Mr. Angard did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes?
Excuse me. What are you... Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence.
I love Ashworth. Yep.
If you can't make a sensible sentence without a subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Angard's knife from his room? No. Subject, verb, object, right? Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue.
Also, that was not the thing we should have asked about, but okay. Oh my god, please. And why did you do that?
As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes.
So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Is that the only reason?
I beg your pardon. What are you implying?
You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So perhaps you had more personal matter to discuss with the victim?
Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at that time.
Can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess.
May we continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got to his room?
You were in shock.
What? Was I not supposed to be?
Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Karaida.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked.
Somehow I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. I see. Miss Andrews, I'd like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corrida, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself a glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank. I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind. It's no big deal.
What was you starting to say just now? Miss Andrews, I'm convinced, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of a crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was.
Actually, so would I. I'm sorry. It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over.
Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? This massive glass shards?
It was originally on top of the dresser.
So the water got into the case because she knocked that over and the water from the plants within there. Okay.
But when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
It looks like another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else.
Okay, if you're supposed to...
I have a feeling I know what it is. It's something with the guitar case.
Yeah. As I said, when she knocked it over, the water in the guitar case. The guitar case has to be open. I just don't know why exactly that's relevant.
Yeah, why is there only water on the top, as it says on the description?
What kind of flower vase was it?
It was a glass vase, and it was fairly big and heavy. I thought I would try to take Juan's pulse. So I set the glass I was holding down on the dresser, and that's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase.
That's odd. I thought she was always in total control of herself.
That's what she would like people to think. Oh.
This is just the same dialogue.
Because doesn't the guitar case say it was only on the top?
No, only on the top of the lid.
On the crime scene though, it's open. Why is there no water or glass shards inside of it?
You testified that you knocked over the flower vase. That's correct?
Yes.
And you're sure it fell onto the guitar case?
Is there some problem with what I said?
It's not some problem, it's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, that's true, the vase should have gotten wet, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. That's very true. Furthermore, there's one other strange thing about this guitar case. And what is that? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor. What's wrong with that? If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shaft should be inside, not outside of the case.
What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over. Is that all?
No. Think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else. Yes, that is right. She did implicitly say that she didn't touch the guitar case.
But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all.
That may very well be. However, the empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it? It seems that there are no deeper meaning to this guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case? Absolutely. The empty guitar case. I believe that it's a crucial piece of the puzzle.
I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you.
Other than the glass, the vase, the victim trying to take the pulse, she doesn't touch anything, right? Nothing at all. Yeah, not looking too good. Can't believe I'm doing this either. Alright, I'll follow. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. So why oh.
Oh, my bad, sorry. Fortunately, that's stuff we can go back to. Looks like this really wasn't a very important point.
This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting.
Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination.
Using any way to change the topic, a convenient escape for a weak man.
Are you Edgeworth or are you Von Karma? Just checking in here. Oh yeah, Von Karma would say foolish, that's actually...
Foolish fool.
That's the only...
In case even I don't... Uh-huh.
That doesn't make sense. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering Vixen's body?
Yes, that's probably it.
The glass, the vase, the case, the pulse. We're just adding on to the stuff you touched. Next is gonna be the scarf she strangled him with.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. The only way to make her talk is with evidence. Guess you should give it a try.
Come on, Phoenix, we can't afford to let up on her now.
I wasn't planning on letting up, but...
She's at her weakest now, so this is our chance.
yeah, if we have a weapon to hit her with.
I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the court record, waiting to be found. What do you mean?
2 days, I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. Not a big deal though. The case was empty after all.
Why would she... Are we trying to establish why would she open the case?
Oh, there's only fingerprints on the top.
There's Corita's it says Corita's fingerprints, it doesn't say on the top or bottom. The
Oh,
water
you're right,
says-
yeah. My bad. Motherfucking map. That's not the one. A photo of a murder crime scene. Anything worthwhile here? Empty? Not her fingerprints. I'm not talking about her fingerprints. If it was on the top, if it or his fingerprints on the top, it would have been closed all along, right?
Oh, wait a minute, yeah, okay. She touched the glass and it has her fingerprints. Why was the guitar
Oh,
case
yeah,
next
you're
to
right,
it?
you're right. So it actually was.
Why does it not have...
It's on this one, right? You're right.
Sweetie, you are lying for your teeth.
There's no way you were the one who opened the guitar case.
Why would you say that?
It's elementary, my dear. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim.
Ugh.
What? Is it Miss Andrews?
You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case.
What do you mean?
What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time?
Oh, we are just... Gloves? What? Why would you be wearing gloves at the time?
It was the night of the awards ceremony. So of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves.
I see. Mr. White, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of crime. That is strange. You're wearing gloves. Isn't that a little strange?
Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time?
Yes, with fucking glass. Come on. You prove right here, with wine glass.
The wine glass.
You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass.
Uh,
Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself that glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case?
ah,
Huh? Did the glasses...
yeah, they broke and then she got a new pair. Don't worry about it.
You just run around with a spare pair of glasses.
Yep, it's completely fine.
Sure. Order!
Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time.
What do you mean?
I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here.
But it's just an empty case.
No wonder if it really was empty though.
You're stuffed with money. But the guitar, the bright red guitar, was at the studio.
Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions.
I see profit for the manufacturers of those glasses because they break so easily. I don't think that would help in the long run. Or because apparently they just replace themselves.
What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar.
You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? Wait, that's not right either. I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So, the witness was not wearing gloves, despite the fact that on the case...
Yon, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work.
Yeah, but I don't think she replaces them that often. Then again, maybe... I think it's going to be one profitable day, at least, for the glasses manufacturers.
Not wrong.
I have a feeling that she's going to break a couple more pairs.
Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and lull us all into his misguided...
No, Your Honor. Please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. Which means that the
Yeah.
It means that the case was closed at the crime took place. I am doing very well. However, it is wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I'm sure this guitar case had some relationship to the murder.
If you are so sure, right? I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please enlighten us as to why the guitar case has anything at all to do with this murder.
Can you do that, Mr. Wright? Well, let's suppose for a second the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could be in that case. Bright red guitar was not the only thing? You don't mean to suggest that a bright black guitar was... Why is this the running joke?
So you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty, is that it, right?
I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove.
Deflate that head of yours, you haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside the case at the time of the murder?
Oh, I have to... would it be this, because the suicide note was hidden?
No, you got that from Criminal Affairs. I'm thinking it's something else entirely.
No, I mean, this is the only thing I have to relate to the suicide note, right? And that's the most logical thing to be in there.
I don't know, because the topic was like about the... opening the guitar case. I don't think...
Yeah, but I think, what would we be carrying around in the guitar case? Maybe the missing suicide note. At least that's what I think.
I think it's the... what is it, the Hakama? How did she dress up?
I mean, that's a fair point.
Because the photo, like in the photo, but as you pointed out, the weird thing as well, they're walking away.
I mean, that could be the case too, yeah.
They're walking out of, like, this is the thing, if she's
And
dressed
he
up,
has, and he has one, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with yours. This is a photograph. Yes, but what is important is what is in the picture you're holding. In this picture? It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... Inside guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. Well, you're right. When he's right, he's right.
What?
Stop it! Explain yourself.
Right, are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that?
That insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Mr. Andrews?
I refuse to accept your theory. You have anything to support such a preposterous idea?
Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get what with this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Order? Order! It looks like we wandered into quite another mess again, huh?
Nice job, Phoenix.
Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later.
Nice.
So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume.
Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt Engarde's. Why would something of the defendant be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar case of all places?
Speak first, thinks never? No, yeah, that's accurate. I can't even refute that. That's accurate.
I was like, well...
Wow, rude. That is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the case? It's probably a spare.
I'm guessing a spare. He said he was sleeping with it on or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Mr. Engarde did not take this costume off during the break period. In this case, this costume we were talking about was a spare one.
What?
But are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes in the Gatewater Hotel? Yes, that is what I'm saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? Oh, that's why he didn't know about the confession he was gonna make. Because he wasn't the one making it. Kurita was. They brought the spare costume so he could do something while being the Nickel Samurai, confess to something, and then like ruin a guard's career. I think that's the point.
Maybe. You mean that the victim himself had brought the spare to the ceremony on purpose?
But why? The victim, Mr. Kurita, was the German ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai's spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act? And therein lies the sticking point.
What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue?
Huh? No, I just... Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai spare costume?
So are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer. And then answer with gusto. I believe in you.
I don't. But I believe in the power of saving the game. Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai spare costume to a hotel ball was... Oh, that's why we need this press run for trinket. What is this? The night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. A press conference? Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference.
I heard about this as well. For once you're not making something up, right?
But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Engarde himself, said he had no idea that he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. What? How can that be? The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was a setup. By none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? Yes. The spare nickel samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Corrida was going to hold the press conference as the nickel samurai. He was going to dress up as the nickel samurai and hold a conference? But why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I'm concerned with is what he intended to reveal at the conference.
Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself.
Bless me bagpipes!
Thanks for the bits, Stace. Well, you are giving a lot of those. Thanks, Don. Gusto. Thank you for the head pats, Leon.
Welcome.
Bless me bagpipes. Sorry. Which means that Juan Corrida, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Madangard. Yes, I guess that is what it could mean.
But if that's the case, that's not a confession, that's public disclosure.
Miss Ambrose?
I can see why you are pros at what you do.
Pardon me?
Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan.
And you knew about it. Hey, Trix! Say hello to Faye as well. Welcome in, welcome in.
Hi, Trix.
Hi, Trix, hi, Faye. I'm glad you're both together. I hope you're having a great time. Thank you for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated as always. Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this.
I was the one he asked to help set it up. And the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me.
You'll be having a great time soon.
Juan had bet everything on the Gem Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix,
Your Grand Prix.
he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway.
He was going to ruin him, huh?
It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
What?
What the hell is she on about?
Do you know what the secret of Mr. Angard is, Miss Andrews?
That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is.
Ah, I see.
I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone. But that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt, after all.
Protect Mr. Angard. And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light. It seems. Miss Ambrose, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. But I'm Matt's manager, so I thought that I had to protect him.
It's a little fishy, but okay. This does account for everything.
Well, I am the logical type. We're finally seeing her true self. She's more nervous than a scared rabbit.
If the defense can find no fault in this testimony, I'm ready to make a ruling. Please keep in mind that please keep this in mind as you cross-examine Mr. Wright. Looks like somehow everything has swung to the opposite end of the scale again. It just means I have to put my weight into this and turn her logic upside down. Anyway, quick break. I need to use the toilet. So, let's show you all the great break screen, which I can surely find somewhere. Unfortunately, this is not it. this is not set up with Discord audio, so you're just gonna have to deal with Ian and I'll hydrate. With Ian and Crab not being audible for this little bit. Be right back. I'm back. Well, the thing is, Ian, I can see what you've written.
Yeah, I know.
Rabble. Yep. Ian and Crab talk so much shit while he's away. So here's the thing, Trix. I have a wireless headset. I did not take it off. I would have been able to hear if they said anything. He didn't say. None of them said anything. We were both silent as the grave.
Yeah, I BRB'd for a second too. I literally left my chair.
Yeah. God damn it. Yeah, nothing slips past me. Anyway, Matt was a murderer. Had to kill one no matter what. Didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of murder. Also confirmed by the evidence of Corbett busting the knife. Okay, let's press on this one. Well, now he's ousted, but it's not safe to shit talk when he's away, so never do it. Yeah, I prefer you just didn't shit talk me at all. Thank you very much. I am always listening. You didn't say me, what?
Wait, what?
What? I'm confused. You can hardly call the knife decisive evidence. The fingerprints of the knives could very well be clever camouflage.
Then what about the button?
The button?
It's clear from the crime scene that the victim and his murderer fought. And during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the Joe Ninja's costume.
You're talking about this button, correct?
That button was found in the pleats of Matt's Hakama, isn't that correct? I think that makes it very decisive evidence.
Ugh. Looks like we're outfoxed again, Mr. White. Anyway, the knife doesn't prove a thing. Please fix your testimony.
I can't sit on the side of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat.
I love that it stopped at I can't stand the side of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat. Thank goodness Mia can still look at me.
What an icy stare, yes.
Miss Andrews, for Miss Wright's sake, please add this testimony for your information to testimony.
A button was turned off of Juan during his fight with Matt.
Which Hakama? Aren't there two in play here? Oh, that's a good point, Days. That's a very good point. And how do you know that?
When the ends of the threads on the button and the costume were matched up, they were found to fit together perfectly. Or so I heard.
I've heard that before too. But why would Miss Andrews know about this case down to such a fine detail?
Don't look at me like that, just because I'm prepared and you are not.
And I thought I had her this time for sure. If there's anything to trip her up on, it has to be here, but where and what? I mean, they probably have to present something in this.
That button was turned off.
This is
But
also...
Juan during his fight with Matt.
But there was only one Hakama. And it was in the one she was wearing, right? I feel like we present the second Hakama here. Like the picture with the Hakama. I'm not sure. But I feel like Days is onto something with this one. Nope.
Oh shit.
Days was not onto something with this one. Even though I agree with him.
Button was turned off of Juan during his fight with Matt.
We have one picture of Hakama here, but we don't have anything for the other one.
What does it say? Was the ripped from his costume is covered in Kurita's blood.
Out in a guard's Hakama.
And now look at the crime photo. Does the button match up?
Yeah, there's blood on the top side there. Of the knife.
How did it go to the Hakama? That's the thing I'm more curious about is how did that up there? Because if he was like strangled and then stabbed,
Yeah.
how the hell? If you're strangling someone, right? It's from the back.
That is, well, you
But
can
the
strangle
button-
from front.
Yeah, but like the
Oh yeah, but
I
if there wouldn't be
think-
there wouldn't be blood on it if it was during the fight, right? Yeah, you're right. Oh my god, it's
because my point right now.
you're correct, Ian. You're absolutely correct. But that was not the evidence I wanted us to present.
It's like the pieces of the scarf or whatever the fuck. I think it shows in the picture that was like behind him. Yeah, you can see it. Like, if you were strangled from behind, how did the button end up? And the knife was stabbed after he was dead.
Yes, and more than that, it doesn't match up with what she's saying. She's saying that it was torn off during the fight. Okay, as you said, he stabbed post-mortem. How the fuck did that get blood on it? Maybe it's this we present?
Is it the knife?
It's...
Oh wait, no, because during... Because the knife doesn't actually say...
It might be the crime photo.
It's either the crime photo or the autopsy report or
Oh my
something.
fucking god. This is one of those where there's like 15 things you could present that all make sense. And I want you to do the exact right one. Playing with a scarf and then... Yeah, maybe? Okay.
Okay, Jesus.
This is the victim's autopsy report. It clearly states that the cause of death was strangulation by scarf.
Strangulation?
The knife stab to the victim was done after the victim had already died. What does that mean? Let's examine the evidence. This button has the victim's blood on it, which would mean that it was ripped off the costume. When?
After the knife was stabbed into the victim.
Exactly. Which means it's impossible that the button was torn off during the victim's final struggle. Because the victim was strangled to death in that fight. That's right, Miss Andrews. There's no way this button was ripped off during the struggle. This button was consciously pulled off a victim's already dead body. It's a frame job. What is the meaning of it?
What is the meaning of this right? So what if the button was turned off the body after the victim had already died? What does that change?
Let me ask you one simple question, Mr. Ashworth. Why was the button torn off? What purpose did that serve?
What purpose?
We now know this button was not torn off during the fight. So the murderer took the time and effort to purposely rip this from the victim's body. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it? Mr. Wright, does this mean you know what the murderer wanted to do with the button? Or was it? I mean, pin it on guard. Obviously. There's only one logical reason for doing something like that. It was to pin the crime on Mr. Angard. There's no way anyone would put a bloodied button on their own pants. That's right, Mr. Angard was set up. By the real killer, of course. And the real murderess? One thing that doesn't add up here, then, is that she seems surprised by the fact that there was a strangulation. If she was the murderer, she would know that. Right?
I think so. Also, wouldn't it be noticeable by the neck? Wouldn't it show like a bruise or anything?
Yeah.
Granted, on the crime scene photo, it's not very clear, so I'm not sure. But
Crab, are you talking, by the way?
I'm here.
Okay. It's just that your Discord icon was lighting up and nothing was coming through. Just wondering if you were...
Oh, it detects noises even when I have my mic muted.
Apparently. At least Discord was just flashing up, so I was just wondering if it
Yeah, I
was
noticed
like...
it. That's weird.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was an output issue. But no,
Yeah,
it's fine.
here, but just muted because I'm like clicking buttons.
That's fair, that's fair. The real murderess? Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer? Finally. Can't believe I managed to bring this trial all the way to this point.
Phoenix, you need your guard down yet, not until the very end.
The real killer, the person who claimed to frame Mr. Angard is... I mean, we're probably still going with
Which is the most likely right now.
with Adrian, even though I think that it's wrong. Miss Adrian Andrews. I choose you! I choose you, Pokemon!
Go Pikachu.
Go, Adrian! Anyway, you and Mr. Kreider's killer.
What?
Oh, there's another pair of glasses gone. Order! Mr. White! This is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence that supports this charge? Any evidence? All of the evidence points to Miss Andrews.
What? How preposterous! You can't stick any of that on me.
I can I? Would you care to test me?
Then what about this knife?
The knife was used to stab the victim after he had already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. Angard, naturally. The knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room. And the only one who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you. Another pair of glasses, yeah.
Then what about the button that was found in my son's coma?
This button was removed from the victim's body after he had already died. The only person who could have done so were the person who found his body or the killer. However, if Mr. Angard was the real killer, there's no way he would have put such an incriminating evidence on his own karma. And the fifth pair of glasses, I think.
Counter.
The only person who could have put this button onto Mr. Angard's karma is the person who went to wake him up from his nap, which is you, yet again, Miss Andrews. I see. What about the empty guitar case? There's also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews. The costume was used to hide the killer's real identity as they fled the crime scene. Now, who could have known that there was just such a costume inside the guitar case? It could only have been the person who prepared the costume for the victim.
The part's lining up fine.
And the person is you, Miss Adrian Andrews.
No,
She actually looks like genuinely distressed
is
in this fight.
breaking.
Yeah.
But Miss Anders' fingerprints were nowhere to be found in the guitar case. And it was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time.
That's right. That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. She should put on a cardigan? Probably, yeah. She looks a little cold. So to avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something else to open it. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Andrews purposely left her fingerprints on the glass to show that yes, indeed, it was the classic day's discovery of a dead body.
No!
And to top it all off, there's this photo. Photo of a killer as they exit the scene of a crime. No reason a person of Earth would believe that the naked samurai is Mr. Angard.
It's all back.
He would be much too short for his own costume if it was him. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not?
Please, stop.
Literally just hounding a person with severe anxiety. Well, how about it, Miss Andrews? I've got her this time. Miss Andrews.
I refuse to testify.
Oh, we're pleading the fifth. What was that?
There's a law. I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me.
We are actually pleading the fifth. Let's fucking go.
She's pulling that out because of the anxious that she is, and everything right now is absolutely pointing at her.
Yep. Yes, you are absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination by allowing a witness to not testify if their testimony can cause damage to themselves. What? Oh, come on, man, Phoenix. Let's go, Phoenix Crew. Pleading the fifth is not something people would think of to do on the spot.
Well, she's not most people,
Yeah, exactly.
because they're all idiots.
Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. Angard's room.
Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? Alright. What the hell did she tell her?
That's it. That's when Franziska planted this idea into her head. She must have told Miss Andrews not to testify if things looked back.
You did a good job proving everything up to this point, Phoenix. But there's still one thing you haven't done.
Something I haven't done?
What's wrong, right? Are you finished already? Run out of evidence?
What is so humorous, Mr. Ashworth?
I'm sure you realize this as well, Your Honor. But everything the good lawyer here has proven up to this point is meaningless.
What?
Everything you have proven is circumstantial.
Circumstantial?
Yes, circumstantial. You have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor a wish to murder Mr. Kurita.
Oh, what you're saying is
no.
not we're lacking evidence, we're lacking a motive.
And that's gonna come up.
Yeah. Miss Andrews, did you want to kill Mr. Kurita?
I believe this may lead me to incriminating myself, so I will abstain from answering. Oh.
But, Miss Andrews, if you do that, it will be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think?
Maybe so, or maybe not. There's nothing to prove it either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty of due to my silence.
No, she's taking that defiant attitude again. Mia, what should we do?
Somehow we've landed in the worst possible situation.
I think we've reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Miss Adrian Andrews has refused to testify. And the defense theory that she's the actual murderer has not been fully substantiated with solid definitive proof. But that's not true. In this situation, there's only one thing the court can do, and that is to declare a recess. Recess? I request that both the prosecution and the defense look further into the matter. And at tomorrow's trial... tomorrow? We don't have a tomorrow. If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then... Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial, please continue the trial.
What are you sweating for? Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he? Yeah, Maya isn't.
That's not it. Isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. Ah, Lunaris, it was in fact pointed out on the last stream where she twitters with that card. We had a discussion with her about it. She does not know where it comes from. She just found it and is twiddling with it.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the card.
So there's a little bit of extra mystery to this one. Most likely it's from the split face guy. As I recall.
Oh yeah, because Maya found one on the floor.
Yeah, that's right. Maya found it on the floor.
And she fiddled with the door and got out of a door. We don't know where she went.
Yeah. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya...
Oh, you spoke too much, sir.
It's impossible to continue as long as a witness refuses to testify. Now then, this court is... Oh.
I think he realized once we said Maya.
Yeah.
It is not impossible for this trial to continue.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you? Oh, sure. Fair enough. No one in the courtroom has pointed it out, but she's twiddling with it.
It is true Miss Andrews holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation were something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony. Okay.
Yes, that is very true, but...
Actually, there is one little thing that I'm curious about. Miss Andrews, when you found the victim's dead body, you poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, and I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Usually when one finds a body, they are shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice. So my actions were unusual, but I've already... Before you speak, I want to state that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect. Testify? Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness.
That's a bit of a stretch, Edgeworth.
You're trying to trick her? I don't know what this is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read off of him.
Shaking mustard, like the booze missing from that tomato juice. True enough. I wonder if it was also tomato juice in the original Japanese release, or they just didn't care. And,
Yeah, just like straight up wine.
yeah, it's probably sake or something.
Is he friend or foe? I just don't know. That rhymed.
Court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Miss Andrews, if you please.
Alright, this is... That glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. That's a good try, but something is off.
Yep. So you poured a glass of juice for the victim. Why didn't you say so in your earlier testimony?
I didn't think I needed to include something so trivial. Phoenix, please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with this testimony, then there's nothing left.
I know. Ashcroft, what the heck is going on with that brain of yours? Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. I'm gonna pour it for myself, surprise.
How did you not notice a knife? Like, if the knife was stabbed into him, like on the previous statement, the previous one
Yeah.
was weird.
Then what did cross your mind?
I thought maybe he had smashed everything up in anger because he lost the Grand Prix. And then felt tired after his rampage, so he decided to take a nap. Anyways, that's what I thought.
I see. So you didn't think he was that at all.
Slumped over and tired looking.
Slumped over.
Yes, he was just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping.
It's just me, or did that right there sound a little odd?
A crime scene photo? Cause, girl, the knife is very glaring.
Something's not right about that, yeah.
Yeah, like, how do you not
He's
notice
like he's
that?
literally facing them, yeah. So the knife would show. Present this?
What?
Nope, that's not it. Maybe it's the knife.
Guess so.
Just reloading here to save us the fucking skipping. Nope.
Maybe you're just more pressing then, because I don't know.
Yeah.
It seemed obvious, but apparently not.
That's a state. You thought he fainted.
I thought he was asleep at first, but then the room was in such a messy state. I thought maybe he had gotten into a fight with someone. And that's when he went to pour the glass of juice. Yes, he always has a hard time waking up. So Juan always has a glass of tomato juice to drink.
I see. And afterward, what happened next? And how did you come to realize that he was in fact dead?
I shook him over and over, but I never got a response. So I set the glass down on the dresser and tried to take his pulse. I was shocked and staggered backward. I knocked the flower vase over, so that's what happened. Yes. This is what it comes down to.
Huh?
This is the absolute end for both sides, and Adrian is letting her guard down. Phoenix, now is our best chance yet to kill the prosecution's case.
Isn't that a bit harsh? Miss Andrews, will you tell us the truth this time?
The only thing they said was strange was the second statement, so I don't know.
But there wasn't anyone else in the room, right?
Of course not.
Then who did you pour it for?
Mr. Wright, there is a rhyme and reason for everything. Can you wait just a little longer for it to be revealed to you? In other words, Wright, be quiet and listen. Precisely, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Not entirely sure what we're looking for. So it's a mess? Are you sure it wasn't messy because of your fight with Mr. Corrida?
I understand your frustrations at not being able to prove your theory, however, before you go accusing people of crimes, go find yourself some evidence. And then what did you see next, witness? The autopsy report? How would you not see this? Like, the scarf maybe, but the knife?
I don't know.
Did we present the autopsy report yet, or...
No, we didn't, but I don't think it's an autopsy report. I mean, I'm going to try it, but I'm pretty sure that's not it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it's the only thing he said that was like, isn't that a little odd, or whatever. Because this, all of this is kind of like, oh, okay, she's.
Yeah, but this is kind of saying the same thing, right?
Guess what I mean? All of them are saying the same thing, except for the like, he looked tired, he was slumped and tired looking. How the hell?
I don't think there's anything that, like, contradicts that.
Wait, the button. If the button had blood, would you not notice the blood on his thing?
I mean, I'll try it, but I think that's also stretching it.
I think so too, but like, what else is there?
I think it's on one of the other statements.
I just can't get over the that he kept saying. It was like, oh, isn't this a little odd?
Yeah, I agree with you. Want to reread it? Yes, it's sitting there, although eyes closed, really looking like he was sleeping. Just me did something right there sounded a little odd.
Because she said he looked like he was sleeping.
I don't know. That's what is kind of like throwing me off. Already done on this one, right?
Yep.
And
Next, and she's saying he was tired.
some juice, before he fainted. Yeah. No, you're right.
I
This
guess
is
let's look at the court record. What do we have?
okay, so these two don't matter. This is a picture of a Nickel Samurai. This is the press conference ticket. This is a receiver, that doesn't matter. This is camera. I don't think the camera has anything to do with anything anymore.
No.
The magazine clipping lever. The guide pen never works. So there's a guitar case. Doesn't seem relevant. The wine glass. The photo. Showing the scene of a crime. The button. The suicide report. The attempted suicide report. The autopsy. The knife itself. And Lotta's photo, which is also not relevant here.
I don't know.
Is it this one? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him?
No, not at all.
Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body.
If she tries to deny that, she's gonna admit that the knife
Yeah.
wasn't dead yet.
What is the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There's a knife sticking out of the straight out of Mr. Kurai's chest. You're right about what it was about, at least. Anyone who saw this scene would have immediately thought there was a dead man.
That's, well, you see.
Not a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted, and then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is, Miss Andrews, your testimony is just now was all a giant lie,
No!
and your lie has proven one thing very clearly: that you are the real killer.
No!
To be continued? Oh, never mind. Looks like the defense has someone brought ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Matt Angard, is not guilty after all.
That's impossible. You're wrong.
Third pair of glasses down. Oh, we are way past the third pair. We are on like the 7th pair of glasses now, I think. Miss Andrews, try to have some composure.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you.
So this is how the case continues. It wasn't actually Andrews. It was someone else, but she was framed over. Ah, that's fair.
It was Matt, I swear. He's the one who killed Juan.
But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself.
That's because...
Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you?
I refuse To testify. Girl, what is that?
There's no need for the court to continue any further. Mr. Matt Angard's innocent and clearly been demonstrated. Is it over? Have we found the truth at last?
What's wrong, Phoenix?
Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. Now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Now then, I'd like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matt Angard. Oh.
Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass on a verdict at this time.
What?
The reason is quite simple.
Motive has not been established.
This witness has had to speak the absolute real truth.
Oh my fucking god. Absolute real truth? What are you?
Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head. But as long as you protect yourself for your silence, Matt Angard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie. I don't believe you. What? I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over, and Matt would never be declared guilty.
What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it?
I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. It's Francisca von Karma.
Huh?
But you remember, Phoenix. Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. Words of another. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself.
Then, right now, Miss Andrews is...
Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss von Karma. Don't say a word no matter what happens. If you do, Matt Angard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now and is clinging onto them.
Then what should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across something like that. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is to get out guilty, and that is our only... Oh, not guilty. That is our only priority.
It wasn't me. I'm begging you, please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please, someone, help me.
Mr. White. Yes, Your Honor? The court can't continue like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say?
Right, I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime.
Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except the woman crying over there. Right?
Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Oh my god.
I feel like we have to force her to testify and something changes. Right?
Think so.
Francisca didn't fucking orchestrate a crime. I hope not. That'd be fucking stupid of her. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around it. But I can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that. Xandros, I'd like to hear what you were really hiding. Mr. White, are you sure you know what you're doing? Sure, Mr. Angard would get an acquittal, but in his place, you would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end?
Be quiet, how dare you? You're trying to trick me.
That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Ashworth. However, it is clear that the defense theory is the truth.
You're wrong. What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However,
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Stop.
Mr. Edgeworth.
This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness.
Oh my god, please don't expose her fucking...
Stop! What the fuck?
That
Is
is,
she gonna-
Faye, that is... Thank you for the headpads, thank you for the nut, but holy fuck, was that an inappropriate timing for a nut. Like, damn.
Is he gonna force her to talk by talking about the
I'll get up and... Yeah, we are going to dig into her fucking trauma. And expose it in court.
That's some bullshit.
I'm switching.
Edgeworth.
Never inappropriate. I think it's a little inappropriate to nut while you are exposing people's trauma. Maybe there is. Taking a drink as well. Thank you for the headpads, Ian.
You're welcome.
Oh. I have posture checked. It is pretty darn good. I have stretched. It was nice. Thank you very much. And I have taken a drink.
What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you for the headpads, Lars. I am getting treated today.
Stop! Please stop! No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. Oh, that's...
That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report.
Stop! What will you do now, witness? You know what I am about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews.
This is uncomfortable. The secret of her repentant nature. Having other people who know about it scares her more than anything else in the world.
Please stop! I beg you, if people find out... I'll... If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me.
Jesus. Ashworth, how can you be so cold?
However, before you die...
Okay.
Oh my god! I'll pull the truth from your still breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. So, will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk, but please, help me.
Damn.
Nothing matters anymore.
You indeed, Dace. You indeed.
My crime. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest. When I realized he was dead, that's when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Quan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume.
Low blow there? Yeah, indeed. Very low blow. Stop the body with the knife. Why would you do that?
Isn't it obvious to pin the blame on a certain person? A certain cowardly man?
What do you mean by all this?
It might take this court a little while to understand, but... this is the truth. The real killer is Matt, a scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time.
Last time?
So Miss Andrews stabbed the victim Juan Corrida in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with the murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt on guard for the murder. And this is her crime.
What? How's this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? Mr. Wright, Please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination.
Let's cross-examine the traumatized witness.
Yep. Back to Matt's room, and then I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife, ripped off the button, finished.
This.
Inconvenient, yeah. An inconvenience.
There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway.
I'm willing to bet my spikes that it was Lana.
There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth.
That's Miss Oldback for you.
I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for this certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again.
You were the one who prepared the costume, weren't you?
Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the awards ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's biggest secret there.
What is the secret?
That I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume.
I don't want to concede, but this testimony rings of the truth.
I'm sorry, Phoenix.
No, please don't apologize to me. We're both taken by surprise.
Still, I'm sorry.
I feel you're just pressing everything here. Pretty
Yeah, I
much.
guess so.
I don't think there is any contradictions, actually. But you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. You're telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was dead.
He had a scarf tied around his neck. But that scarf is a part of the Gem and Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit so I could see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to Portajuice.
What is this plan you had? Oh, sorry.
I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because one, he was going to expose Matt's weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife.
I would know what's in the home. I'm making a flashback to Matt's room already. So you were the one to stab the victim with a knife? Yep.
Oh, there you go. I can't tell if it was you that lagged or me.
One of us, I didn't drop any frames, so I don't know.
I'm assuming it was me, that was weird.
Yeah.
It gives me goosebumps to think about that now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. But when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. Angar's Hakama. Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they?
Inconvenience. Oh, never mind. I don't think I pressed on this after all. Also, you could get the knife, correct?
The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime.
I think we've heard enough. So, after that, you went back to Mr. Angar's room and planted the bomb.
Into Matt Sakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it.
My word, what does all this mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt Angard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk.
Francisca, huh?
She said that I should, under no circumstances, confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, that Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words.
What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain that she is not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor. The defense still...
Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything.
Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. Cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But... Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately.
That is all. Court is adjourned for today. Well, today's trial. It's over. And I didn't win an acquittal.
Witness, would you mind if I ask you something?
Edgeworth?
What is it? Before you leave court today, I wonder if I might look at one thing. A card in your hand. It had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it?
Well, there's the card.
Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now, I found this in the room on that day.
The room?
That day? Yes. I was next to the glass. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there right next to him.
You found that card next to the victim's body. A calling card, you might say?
I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right?
That's right. Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card, if you ask me. As far as clues for this case, I don't see why...
Witness that card, give it to me, hurry.
Edgeworth?
You have any idea what you have stupidly inadvertently done? I can't believe you hid this from me all this time.
She's literally been using it in front of you. She's literally been fiddling with it. What?
You're so blind, apparently. I didn't mean to. Yeah, stop fucking yelling at her. God, what is this all about?
I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before.
Why are we yelling at someone that was traumatized? What is happening?
Good question. That card. What in the world is it? And what does it mean?
Looked like a face on the side too.
It's a conch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a conch, but I'm saying it looked like a side profile of a face at the bottom too, with like a wig, if you see it wrong.
They're about to experience the horrors of the deep. Actually, all Cthulhu in disguise. March 22nd, 5:24 p.m. Right in Colo offices. Crab is finally back.
Yup.
I'm guessing this is a serial criminal and you're just not a one-off call card. Yeah, it's probably our friend D Killer, whose calling card this is. The guy who also abducted Maya. Crab?
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome back to the land of the people who have a line.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get the view back on.
Trial over.
Trial is over, yeah.
Mystic Maya! Way! Way!
There are pearls.
I can't take it anymore.
Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out.
Hmm?
The condition that we had to get this not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Angard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. That's not the deal, but sure. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going.
She doesn't have to get going anywhere. Give her some caretakers. Alright. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
Yes, that's right, so...
Hey, you guys. Glad I got you, fella. Trial over. My time.
Yeah.
Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now.
It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal.
Oh, he's not a detective anymore. He's actually been fired. Oh no.
For now.
But we're kind of busy right now. Are you gonna be too busy to tell me about Old Beck?
Plain old Dick.
Could you please take a look at this?
Nope.
Yeah. Plain old Dick, yep. Nothing wrong with a bit of plain old Dick.
Dickety dick. Well,
Listen, I couldn't stop myself for the entire day. I had to say something dumb at some point.
Nut.
Thank you for
Stan.
the nut crap.
not both of you. Oh
Plain
my.
old Dick.
Good old Dick.
Please bear in mind that I'm dealing with children in this stream. Anyway, please continue.
You're one of the children.
You are
here.
dating one of the children.
Oh,
I am dating one of the
out of context. Out of context.
Oh my god, please don't clip that.
Yeah, please don't clip that.
Out of
Delete the
context.
VOD. Delete the VOD.
Oh, it's going to YouTube. When
That is
actually...
not-
but then it'll have context.
No,
Yeah.
what you'll do, you put that on, and then you put a Vine boom next to it. Boom.
Okay, so hire an editor.
So, what are you going to do from now on?
What do you mean, pal?
Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new join lined up yet? Lined up yet?
Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, pal?
You're asking.
I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday.
What are you talking about? Don't have another payday.
I guess at least I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal.
Implying that Phoenix can actually pay anyone. Say what?
I'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Angor's innocence all day, right?
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to help you, pal. I got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. Take care of it all. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish?
Instant noodles, pal.
Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods?
They pour.
Yeah,
It's
they don't have
America.
money.
It's also America, probably.
Yeah.
Japan, America. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that.
How is... Come on. Achievement unlocked. Acquired a dig assistant. Yep.
My god.
Yep.
Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself.
That was...
He said that? That's horrible.
But because of him doing that, we got the truth.
At least we're acknowledging that he fucking said it.
Yeah.
And not being like, oh, no, he said it, no big deal, like, bitch.
I guess Edgeworth is the problematic boyfriend. The truth.
Probably
Miss-
the top.
Definitely the top. Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in the testimony itself. But I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing.
You mean about that thing, pal?
Why would you want to... No, I mean, almost need to frame Miss Dangard. Couldn't figure out from anything she said all day.
We kept talking about a secret, and then she said she didn't ever knew.
Yeah.
And then you're saying that testimony was a lie?
Not a lie per se, but something that feels like there's more to it than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning?
Yeah, I like how no one really cared too much about that.
Yeah.
This one guy was shot today on the way to the trial by pistol, pal.
But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth says she was in a stable condition, but...
Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. It should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital.
Which one?
What? Are you going to visit her, pal?
No, well, I was kind of thinking about it.
Hey, you actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death, not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal.
Yep.
Let's go let her whip us, Mr.
Nope. Now I'm definitely not going. Oh my fucking god.
If the dude shows up again, I'm leaving.
Let's see, the name of the hospital, the Hardy Clinic.
Oh no, that name sends a chill down my spine.
I didn't realize the sentence until I was D4 in.
Well, I guess I can't hurt her to stop by and say hi. Yes, I can.
Right,
we
that's
can.
where we're fucking going.
Well, let's just get it over with. March
I'm so
22nd,
scared.
Hardy Clinic reception. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place.
Oh
Yes!
my...
Yeah, to visit a patient. Hmm?
Bringing all the bangers in this
Hi. Wait a second, you... yes, I'm Director Hardy. Oh, whew. Why are you still here? Yes. What is this? Can I help you? You can tell me. Yes.
Director Hardy? Oh. Oh, like
boy,
taking it
Edgeworth.
like a nurse.
Yeah, Edgeworth. Yes, I'm Director Hardy. Oh, you're the man from the morning. Yes. What is it?
Director, Franziska. How's Franziska von Karma? Oh, he thinks he's a doctor.
Wrong hospital? Oh, I wish it was the wrong hospital. I really do.
Fucking doctor.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because, you see, I'm personally taking care of her. Yes.
He likes to get whipped.
And that thing, the surgery, well.
You have my gratitude.
Nurse Edgeworth.
That's
Yes.
Sure that
not the
exists.
doctor.
It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. He looks so pitiful, actually terrified. Yes, but I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun after all. Huh? And when I
Ew.
snuck up on her real secret, like, she would scream really loud. Yes.
I see.
But she's really cute too. When I do that, she'll whip me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but I think I could get used to it.
Oh my...
Ah!
Oh, she knocked her out.
Yeah.
She's just in her outfit.
I'm suddenly really glad that she actually had the whip to make him fucking unconscious. I'm tired of him.
Yep.
Go back to your room.
Yes, I mean, so I mean, frisky frisker.
He already has him in a
Too.
dungeon.
Okay, okay. Yes, it's my time for my IV drops. Yes.
I ship it.
Achievement unlocked, masochist. Yep.
And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Oh, he
Oh.
brought her flowers.
I knew I shouldn't have come here.
Knew I shouldn't have come here. Never should have come here.
Never should have come here. Illusion, what are you hiding? But I have to show you all
Let's
back.
talk about it. I want to say about
Ah.
Adrian.
I guess that's all I'll get. Oh, let's try.
Sir, that is not Adrian.
Close enough.
Never mind. You're just getting whipped every time
Yep.
you fucking cook anything.
Maybe I will.
Yep. Belle wants to join Hati in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Ew. Well, not with that creep. I was run in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. It's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time.
Ah, yes. I frequently get shot.
No, I'm
Even
just
had
like my
full
papa.
I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning.
Well, that would have been too much for you.
There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know?
Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case. It was the only logical course of action, given the bullet was so launched in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made.
Well, I think I know what deal he's referring to.
Yeah, girl, you better say some shit, cause what?
Miss Van Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean.
In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Miss Angard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal?
You're denying it.
It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Every fucking time.
If I had been going court today, this trial would have already been over.
Every fucking time.
Or while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime.
That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with the evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find Angard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means.
Miss Van Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said you don't tell the truth of what really happened when Angard will be found guilty.
And what does that have to do with me?
Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. Or because she believed in your words until the very end. She would have been in danger of that anyway, because she tampered with evidence.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's gonna be... That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. What a bitch, though. Okay.
Yeah.
This is fair.
But you had to know she was... Ow!
I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me. She didn't want to talk about it. She actually probably is upset.
What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Oh, he's also here, yeah. Edgeworth.
Alright, time to make up, little boys.
Do you have anything to say about her?
I've been put in charge of this case, so I can't give you any help with regards to clues or evidence.
Sure, hard-nosed. Totally different from Detective Gumshoe.
And that is why he was fired. Oh,
Fair point. He's got a point. Rude, but you got a point. What happened today at the trial, Edward? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far.
but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something.
I said it jokingly, yet I did find the Dr. Edgeworth fan art. Oh no. Actually, oh yes. That sounds great.
Yeah, they just tried to throw him hard.
Fair.
Listen, right, the courtroom is a garden of judgment. I'm putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. That's not the justification.
By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you.
Oh yeah, the card.
Yeah.
What does that card? Give it to me. Hurry.
I mean, that could have been any of his reactions to Oldback too.
Do you have any idea what you're stupidly yet in it for the leak done? This, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. Just say what it is.
That card. What in the world is it?
You mean this? Listen, right? This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. The Special Investigations Team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it.
I understand.
Your task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly the Killer. Oh, hence the shell.
Yeah.
And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin. The best at that.
Well, and he abducted Maya.
Great.
An assassin. Oh. So who is this Shelly the Killer?
The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Yep.
Long-standing?
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the killer name.
Name is just actually the killer.
Yeah. So because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves cards with a shell on them.
He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it is a part of his duty to his clients.
His duty.
If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients.
Oh, the reason he wanted Angard to be found innocent is because he needed to claim responsibility for the crime, so he could actually cash in. Right. Which provides a reason for him to actually abduct Maya and everything, even if that's a bit roundabout.
I will doubt that for now, only because we saw that frame of Adrian saying she felt like when she was putting the glass, that picture at that time showed the card next to the glass.
No, yeah, but he must have noticed that she went off with a glass of a card and framed Angard for the murder.
Oh, and he's like, no.
Yeah, and that can't happen if Angard gets found guilty. His client says, well, but you didn't kill this guy, so I'm not gonna pay you. And then he loses his payout. Hence, blackmailing Phoenix to actually do the right thing.
The client.
Long-standing, huge queues, poor service time, bring own coffins. Coffin. Is that?
Who's the client then? Adrian?
That's what we don't know. It could be Adrian. It could also actually just be Matt Angard. That would provide just provide even more reason for him not to want Angard, proven guilty, because then you can't get paid.
You can't convince me it's not Oldback.
It could also be Oldback, but I don't think he has the money.
What's his face? Will Powers.
Yeah, it was
Hell
all
no.
along. It was
Hell no.
It was my attorney's badge.
Oh, that's good.
Maya abducted herself.
It was Maya all along.
The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience.
Debate.
Who murders and has a moral conscience in the same sentence? I'm sorry?
I guess that even honorable assassins can exist.
I don't believe any of that.
So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case?
It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, would you agree?
It was the ghost of Mia. Yes. Shelly the Killer. And Mia was gonna pay him with Phoenix funds.
What funds?
Yeah, exactly.
I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? He noticed. He cares.
He cares. I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? What does a kidnapper want?
An acquittal.
I see. I had no idea. We'll prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really? Did you hear this, Mr. Nick? Says where he's going to.
Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
That's not about you, it's about fucking Maya. But
Attentive boyfriend, supportive boyfriend. There you go. Edgeworth is being a good boyfriend, even if he did expose someone's trauma in front of a court.
Nobody's perfect.
I guess. There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. Have to get an acquittal somehow. That's the only way.
Right, listen, you need to know something. Juan Corrida was killed by Shelly the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Ungard, your own client.
I had the right call then. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that.
I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only. As you're looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter.
Letter of introduction, yep.
In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now if you'll excuse me.
Bye.
Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Ungard hired an assassin?
No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psych lock.
Yeah, I guess not.
Maya. Please, all I ask is you make it home, safe and sound. I mean, we never did ask him if he hired an assassin. He could have a psych lock for that just yet. Oh. Oh, no.
Okay, I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court.
accurate.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. Oh, it's gonna be move.
Yep.
So you just swipe the card on the door, locked door, and it'll open.
Yep. Just as easy. What? Oh, that's Maya, sorry.
What is this place? I got a feeling I'm not in a hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? I'm suddenly worried.
Yeah.
I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to Sis when we get out of here. I don't like that there's a satellite dish and shit too, and there's like...
Yeah.
There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. It looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste."
Oh.
I bet this could be a clue.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this?
You need to get your eyes checked. That's not a figurine.
A bear. Oh wait, is it a figurine? On the sprite on the top, it looks...
No, it's just a stuffed bear, isn't it? Why is the dish indoors? Very good question, Dace.
They're just storing it currently.
Yeah, maybe.
Why does it have like indents on the arms and stomach? I don't know. I think it's a bear. Oh, how cute! It's teddy bear, like a belt. It's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. Yeah, that's what I was noticing as well.
So Belgi's a teddy dog.
He is a teddy dog.
I'm
I
chilling.
wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. Also.
A dog door.
Ugh, locked, of course.
Just go out through the dog door.
It doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there. You're saying you don't fit there?
Apparently she's too fat.
She needs
Too
to
many
lay off.
burgers.
Yeah, she needs to lay off the burgers. It's so dark in here that I can barely see, but just kind of feel like videotapes, all of them. This what kind of room is this? Yeah, I'm getting bad juju from this.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen a TV this big before. Now where's the power button? Oh, it's busted. What's up, die a happy samurai fan? If I ever got to see the Nickel Samurai on the TV like this. Ugh, I can't believe I just made a joke about dying, all things considered.
Oh.
What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR. You sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. What was an antenna doing here?
Oh, this will simply not do. I cannot have you wandering around like a rogue. It seems that your Mr. Right is truly concerned about you.
He is?
Oh no, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there's ways in which I can help you.
Yo? Ways? You mean...
Dead men tell no tales, it's how the saying goes, correct?
The dead?
I'm almost certain I told you in our first meeting. I am an assassin.
No, wait, you're lying. I mean, an assassin.
People are not always who they appear to be.
Nick!
Oh.
Oh,
Back to
I'm
Hardy
gonna-
Clinic.
1 second.
Mr. Nick?
Oh yes, Pearls? I caught up my thoughts about my situation.
Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know?
I guess for now I have no choice but to leave in Mr. Angard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too.
Okay.
Let's Oh, we can only move to there.
Still
from-
just chuckling in the middle of your room.
Yeah,
Said I work here and stays there now.
yeah. 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Hotel Law.
Alright now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to look for Mystic Mayor's safe.
You shall
bag.
not pass.
Bag, I bet.
Oh my god. God, Miss Oldback.
I knew it. We're ending the stream on old back.
That was the hope. Don't devalue my name and put it into your grasp, you spiky-haired pettifogger. Because of you, I've been made to look that guy again. Although I did get a piece of gun from Edgy Boy. This is promised there was something more valuable. I want Edgy Boy's heart over all of it. It's all your fault. I have been away from the wild beast inside this old bag. Ah!
This old bag.
Keep your hands off me. This helmet is airtight. No air's getting in and no air gets out.
That explains so much.
Why do you keep putting it on? Huh, where do you think you can get me with silly questions? You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. And with that amazing little bit, we are ending stream for today. Let's go to the stream end and hope to God that Discord audio works. Can you talk for me, Crab?
Hello, it is I,
It works.
the
Okay.
crab.
Amazing. So we are ending the stream just as we started it. Right on old back.
Every time. Every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
fuck it up.
Can they hear us in the stream ending scene?
They can hear you, yeah.
Okay, making sure.
Don't worry. I did think about it this time. Alright, thank you once again for coming by and watching. It's been another great stream. Thank you to Days for another 100 bits. That is money. Yeah,
Number one
I love
fan
it.
right there.
yeah, for true.
Crab loves crab laugh.
Crab does sometimes those things.
True. Yeah, thank you for watching. There will be another stream this weekend. I am playing another weekly Indie One Shots with Katana Zero. Unfortunately, I have some bad news about next week. My work decided that I should work overtime on Tuesday, so I won't be able to make stream there. And then I should go to work 2 hours early on Friday, so I'm going to need to sleep Thursday. In other words, may happen to impact both my streams. which means that there will be no weekday streams next week. I have decided to just not do both of them for fear of burning myself out with very little time between work days.
We're gonna have a very busy chillin'.
Yes, we are. There will be a weekend stream though. What it will be, I don't know yet, but there will be one. It will be another one day game, just like Kasana Zero is, because I also have commitments on Sunday next week. So it'll be a one stream week, and that's it. Anyway, let's send you over to someone. Let's see. It's been a couple of. It's been a while since I last rated Ing, so let's throw you over to them. They are just starting now. They're playing House MD. So from Director Hottie to House MD. It's gonna be.
Sounds absolutely perfect.
It sounds absolutely perfect to me too. I hope you all have a great week ahead of you. I hope you all enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you around next time. Goodbye now. Please say hi to Ing. Bye.